Hector Esrawe is with us from Mexico City, where he runs Esrawe Studio. The studio has won a number of different prizes for his projects that he will tell us more about real soon. And the studio has some very inspiring working methods and is also very keen on collaborating with many others in the business. Truly exciting. I wish that we have Hector with us, maybe live. Hello. Hi, Hector. Is it a bright early morning for you in Mexico City?
9 a.m. in the morning.
I didn't hear you there in the beginning, but I just said good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. I'm grateful and happy to be here. Thank
Incredible.
you so much.
It's already inspiring to see your backdrop.
Thank you so much. It's some pieces of collection of some of my friends that are artists.
Oh, what a coincidence that your friends are artists. That's amazing. Well, we've been looking forward here to your presentation, and I think many are eager to hear what you have to say about the theme, process, scale, and multidiscipline. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, welcome everyone. I'm really grateful to be here. I would like to talk to you about the studio. I'm gonna check if the clicks, it's working, perfect. Well, we are a studio that is composed out of different disciplines. We have our philosophy is based on collaboration. We have a mix of interior designers, architects, graphic designers, and mostly we've been working in Mexico City until 10 years ago that we start to span our scope of work abroad. So that has led us to also amplify the collaborations with other studios abroad. The studio works in different scales, as I mentioned in the name of the lecture. We work in different scales that goes from designing small products, perfume bottles, and then we go to bigger scales that you will see in some of the projects. So mostly we believe in, as I told, in collaboration. We understand each project as unique. We don't believe on having a style. We believe in understand the context where the things come from, the specific needs of each project. And that's the way we approach in a more organic way. For sure, the collaborations expand depending on the type of project. When we do an exhibition of a museum, we collaborate with the team of museographers of the museum, and we aim every time, and we understand collaboration as a way of taking away the ego from the table and have an opportunity to learn something. So you are seeing some images of the studio, no, the model area. Where we have an obsession of almost recreate any intention out of a small object or even a big model of any project that we do. And it is a team, mostly young people. No? We believe in this horizontal approach, and we've been doing architecture, design, interior design and product for the last almost 30 years. I'm gonna show a few projects of the studio. This is a new piece that is recently launched no more than a week ago. I've been working around light for the last 3 or 4 years. I've been intrigued on understanding how light travels to metal surfaces. I have an obsession with it, especially after I read the book of Tanizaki, In Praise of Shadows. I get a bit obsessed on how he describes how light travels through surfaces. So in this case, this is like the third iteration around light. I will show the other two. I'm gonna try to be in time because my scope of time is short. But we been working as a studio in order to understand these possibilities. And again, you're seeing, I think it's the first time we show it. Well, no, it's the first time we show it. It's a series of lamps that are exhibited in a gallery called Masa, that promotes collectible design. And for sure, what we aim with this is not only to explore, we also aim with this to promote the work of small workshops, especially workshops that have a special talent, and many occasions in Mexico, they were about to either do low quality works or to even to close. So we've been working with stonemason, with metal workers in order to promote their skills. We have an incredible heritage as a culture that is based on the understanding of materiality, and we have approached in a horizontal way in order to create collaborations and to promote the evolution of these workshops. And well, you can see these lamps is aluminum, brass, and I don't know, it's like a darkened iron that we create this series. Then this is the first exploration that is called Parabola, and it talks again about the same, how the light travel through a metal surface. These explorations and the process that we use for sure is combined with models that we try to understand, like almost every step that we do doing and creating a model. So these are the first intentions. All of it is made by brass. The only two elements that compose the lamp is the LED light and the metal itself. So this exploration has for sure led us to understand and to try to explore different possibilities and to grow the scale. Also, these pieces were made for Masa Gallery and an exhibition that was displayed 2 years ago, and it evolved to another scale. I'm gonna try to, in order to make the other project fits, I'm gonna try to rush it a bit. But I think you have a clear idea of the intentions of these pieces. And for sure, the idea of framing the light and leave a surface with the reflection on the other surface, creating a contrast is something that we are really excited to be working around. So then, as I told you, we grow the scale, we start to expand the possibilities and make the lamp or the light fixture to really take over the space. This is another exhibition again of Masa. You can see how the piece inhabits the space where it's placed, and it creates in a way a frame, and it creates in a way a structure. I'm gonna jump into another project. In all the projects that we've been doing, we try to integrate a new component, or not a new component, a component that either is social or is cultural. So in this case, we were invited by a marble company. They sell marble, they sell wood. And we create more a cultural center. This is in Guadalajara, in Mexico, and we approach in a different way where you access through a place that recreates a query, like the sensation of a query, and we create an agora for the community. We believe that projects have not be placed, or especially commercial projects, in a single direction. We believe in how a project can transform the community, and this project has proved that in a way. We have created, again, a cultural center where the community of creatives in Guadalajara can approach to this design center. You don't need to be client of the company. You can arrive and spend some hours at the coffee shop, at the library, and is this approach that we aim with our projects to again create new possibilities and not only create interactions in one way. So this is an agora, this is an exhibition hall, this is a concert hall that is open to the community, and for sure promotes the values of creativity and creates new links in new directions. So this project was built 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago was finished, and it has shown us more possibilities that we ever dream. It has created links that I hope I have enough time to show you. The other collaboration that we did in Miami, this first one was in Guadalajara, and what you see here is the warehouse, so you can overlook it from as you saw from the design center, and to create again this relation that materials are expressed in the space, that we understand, talking about the company, that the company understands the creativity and the process as part of their essence. So this is another project. It's called Tori Tori. It's a Japanese restaurant. Again, we work with different scales. We work not only in the studio, in the scale of project, but we also work with different scale of workshops. And this was built with small workshops. This is based on the Japanese armory called Do. No, we don't pretend never to create literal expressions of a topic. For example, this is a Japanese restaurant. So we work around abstractions or elements that brings the essence of in this case, of the culture that we want to approach. So this armory, though, is built out of small bits that are weaved or linked. So we aim with it to create this expression of the dough of the armory in a way the space is a 600 square meter restaurant. It's a huge restaurant for Mexico. It's in a corporate area. And what we aim with it is to use a single material in the whole restaurant and to create the full experience out of building these structures. This structure covers the chimney of the teppanyaki, and again is built in sections like you will build a small boat, and it is assembled on site. And again, we're using plywood as the main source for all the place. Is darkened in flooring and ceiling and in the walls, and is natural in the expression of the two elements. In the walls, we make a carve out that it's an abstraction of the kanjis. No, it's not a language itself, but again, it leads you to an ancient expression of a culture that we admire, the Japanese culture, and we have created this restaurant out of these two main links. No, the language and a traditional element. So. The studio, again, talking about scale, works in different approach, in different scales, and we've been doing restaurants for more than 20 years, or doing interiors for more than 20 years, and we try on each occasion not to repeat ourselves. No, for sure, we try to create always a new narrative. And allow new possibilities. We don't aim to recreate ourselves. We don't aim to repeat ourselves. So we can say that we start from scratch in each of the occasions. I'm gonna jump to the final project, so we have enough time. I'm about to take all the time, but then again, Tori Tori. It opened exactly at the beginning of the pandemic, no, and I think it's reopening now. It's a project that actually we haven't seen it function fully because of the pandemic, and this project is an evolution of the one that I told you at the beginning. It's made in Wynwood in Miami. Wynwood, as some of you may know, is a place where artists have created an expression out of graffiti. My client of Arca decided to open in Miami, and we want expression that relates to the context, approach in a different way, And we decided to do it with a tile. This is a place, a warehouse that was already there. It was an intervention, and what we create mostly was a strategy. And the strategy was to create a raw material that could be used by an artist to create the expression of the character of the facade. So we designed this tile that allows light to give a texture on the facade. And we have a fortunate alliance with Superflex Studio from Denmark. And really, my client contact them, and we start conversations around what we can do with it. And they came out with an amazing proposal that is called like a force of nature, that it is based on the Mexican money, the colors of the Mexican money, but mostly it talks, as a force of nature, talks about how economics define cultures and the overwhelming presence, like a wave, or like a force of nature. And they create an expression that it is structured out of the Fibonacci sequence. And this facade was built a year ago. This facade we haven't properly opened due to COVID, but it has opened like to the general audience. But the place, you can see the graffiti around, starts to relate with the neighborhood in a new way. And again, collaboration have defined the expression of the studio in the last 15 to 20 years. And the possibility of working with a studio like Superflex on the distance has proved us new possibilities. No, the dialogue was fully open on how we would make the intervention, and we decide as a bento box to almost, our strategy was to disappear. We create the tile. We create the intention. And the interiors mostly allow the materials to express. No, we neutralize our presence as designers, as architects, and allow the materiality to express, and the facade to be the one element that defines the whole expression of the project. Also, we have a gallery where professionals and students can display their work. They can use some of the machines that are used to like robots are used to cut the stones. And with this relation, we have expanded not only the presence of Arca as with creative, we also expanded with universities, with artists. So it is how, through a different approach, you can reshape the way commerce or commercial elements relates to an audience. So it is more organic, it is more authentic, and it really becomes something that flows into directions. So I think I'm going to have enough time. That's why I have another project to show, a really small scale project. This is a bottle that we designed for a brand of perfume in Mexico. It is based on the botanical of the Americas. These brands aim to reflect the richness and the vastness of the botanical of the Americas. And we designed this bottle based in spores, in flowers, in nature, but also to create an expression that is related to art and to sculpture, no, like something that is appealing to any culture and to anyone. So this is a collaboration with Ignacio Cadena. This is part of the process on how we arrive to an intention of the. Sorry, it's not. Yeah, it's moving. How we define the expression of the bottle, how the influence of many artists, not only in Latin American or Mexican, have allow us to understand a way to approach to nature, or to understand the possibilities of the bottle and of the space out of an organic expression. So we created this bottle. We create a space that is related to senses. We believe firmly in to have a 360 degrees, like a more holistic experience. That the narrative, this is part of the process on how we did the bottle, is all the elements that compose this, like an everyday basis work on the studio. But we decide to use this as part of the display of the brand. So we create this bottle that have an afterlife. All the box, Nacho, my partner, made all the graphics, all the box, and the idea is to have an afterlife. When you end the perfume, you can still use it as an incense holder, or as a small pot, or even as a sculpture. So again, we work with small communities. We work with some. With people that we create, again, a link that promotes the values of horizontal collaboration. And this is the table where we display the products. It's like at the table of the naturalists, where we show all the possibilities around the plants that we use, but also we display how we build the bottle, and it's like an aromatic and a sensorial experience. We create a garden around the space that use some of the plants that are used on the essence. And well, that will be it. And I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Gracias, we should say. Thank you, Hector Esrawe. That was incredible.
Gracias.
Yes, and we have a question from the audience. Someone wrote me and asked to know the name of the architect and book that Hector was inspired by, that was talking about how lights reflected on different surfaces. Which author was that?
It's a writer. It's called Tanizaki, and the book is called In Praise of Shadow, and it's really one of the most influential books in my life. And it's really a tiny book, but it's one of the most beautiful and influential books in my life.
Okay, Tanizaki, did I get that right?
Yes, Tanizaki is a Japanese author.
Okay, incredible, thank you. People are wondering about the Arca project in Miami, where you worked with Superflex, the Danish design studio. How and why did that particular collaboration happen?
Well, my client, after we define the new vision of Arca, start to get in contact with some artists, understanding that, again, the language of the brand is to be related and to be linked with art. He not only started to talk with Superflex, now we are starting to talk with some other artists, and it has become an ongoing thing for the company after the project of Guadalajara. So he contacted them, we start to talk. They are an incredible team to work with. They are really open for collaboration. And for sure, we have leave that door open for future collaboration with them and with some other artists. The idea now that I have been having the possibility to collaborate in time with Arca is that mostly to step aside. No, I don't want to be the one that creates the expression of all the places, but become more like a consultant that starts to protect, the evolution of the brand.
Thank you so much. I imagine that many Swedes are hoping you'll call them after this. Please consider this.
I would love to. I would love to collaborate.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Hector Esrawe, for sharing your expertise, and I hope you have a great day in Mexico City. I am so jealous of you, truly.
It's a sunny day. Yes, I hope you have a great day, and well, here is a beautiful sunny day. Thank you.
I imagine that. Thank you very much. Goodbye.